GM and welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. So in this one, we're taking a look at the crypto market sentiment and kind of where we are right now in the cycle, plus some major updates from today that have been breaking. Quite interesting in my opinion. But without any further ado, please do subscribe to the channel. If you're new, drop me a comment down below. Let's get the GMs rolling, keep the good vibes going, and let's jump in. So on screen, a tweet from Chris here: capitulate or cap it, you late. The word holds all the clues for why capitulation is a bad idea. He says, almost always, you're late to cap it. The only way is through, he says. Friends, when feeling despondent, buy more. Later, you won't believe the units you were able to stack for such a small dollar amount. And I think this rings true for where we are right now. So as you can see from the Bitcoin Rainbow price indicator, which maps out crypto sentiment for BTC, obviously, versus price, we did break through this. Remember, back in November of last year, you can see it actually breaks below the blue line. So we left the rainbow, which was crazy. Obviously an amazing time to start scooping up assets. This was the cycle low. And as you can see, we've actually touched down once here, 10th of March, that is the banking crisis, came close again around the 14th, 15th of June, just before BlackRock came in with the big news, as we were again looking like on death's door. And now here today, we are back towards the bottom of the blue band, which is the very bottom of the rainbow indicator, at still around 25,900, I believe, as we're filming. And every time we've actually come to the bottom of this range, we have had a bit of a price tick upwards towards the top of the range. And the top of the range actually comes in at 33.8K at this moment in time. But I think the lesson learned from this is that when we're near the bottom of this, obviously price is down, and as a result, sentiment is down. But this is a good time to actually counter trade things. Elio has been bull posting, which I've been enjoying as of late. Community sentiment's so effing bad, but all I wish is that I could go back and invest harder last time this happened. Maybe this time is different. Maybe this is another chance at freedom. And he says he's going to take his chances. So when you look at the sentiment in the crypto market versus the price, there's a little bit of a divergence as well, as I'll show you on this next chart here, because we're putting in worse sentiment readings on the fear and greed now. We're coming into the 30s here, 40 just today, 39 yesterday, we're like 35 the other day, a few 37s at the end of August. This is worse sentiment when the price was actually lower back here. We read 41 on the 15th of June, which was looking at the data from the 14th of June. The 15th of June was the BlackRock D-Day. So as you can see from the price chart there, BlackRock bottom, 24,700. That region, the blue line mapped out there, which is what I think is the bottom that we should hold at this point, to be honest with you. Maybe they'll do a quick wick below to really test people's nerves. But in my mind, I do think that will hold, but maybe I'm wrong. But the price point there, we actually had a better sentiment reading. So it kind of feels like we're at death's door here. People are literally bear posting. It feels like we're at a wake on crypto Twitter. It's been a good time to actually disconnect a little bit over the weekends because all the negativity does get you down. If you think about it, it's like having an information diet. If you eat shit food, you feel like shit. If you consume shit content, you also feel like shit as well, mentally. But all we've really seen over the last few days and weeks is flatline price action after a sell-off, a pump and dump, and flatline price action yet again, and everyone just bleeding out slowly but steadily, that time-based capitulation. The flow horse here, the price action very close to 2019. We chop a lot, and if you get a big move, don't expect continuation in the near future, but rather if a long enough amount of time passes with continued unrewarded buying or selling, expect a reversal. So at this moment in time, we're having a continued stage of sell, 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 sell. Bears firmly in control at this point. We'll see if we get a reversal. And just for a check-in as well, 2 years ago, says Avocado Toast, the entire first page of CoinGecko, I remember this so well, over $1 billion in market cap. Today, everyone is trying to snipe and identify the future market winners sub 1 million. And I also remember that in this kind of peak bull euphoria, you literally had to go to like page 13, 14 on CoinGecko, find the actual shittest coins you could find. Anything with some form of working product or decent idea, 20 mil market cap. I'm not kidding you. There was literally nothing sub 20 mil that was worth putting any money into. And now there's tons of projects out there, 1 million, 2 million market caps, 3, 4 million market caps, the kind of numbers that are probably able to do 100x's in the next bull market if you can identify the winners. And that is what is on offer here. Absolute gem hunting, the ability to find those real nuggets out there and invest. Well, no one else wants to invest. So in my mind, it makes zero sense to not be DCAing into bags that you have conviction in and to also be researching like crazy, as it seems a lot of people are giving up, and this just presents more and more opportunities for those who can stick around. And I mean, we stuck around through the whole of 2022. Why the heck would we be leaving now? Update here on Friend Tech. Interesting one. Sign up is even easier now with a credit card onboarding. So we're trying to bring in more normie investors into the Friend Tech space. This one should be an interesting one to try and track along with. Not enough market data as of yet because this was released like 18 hours ago, but it will be interesting to see if we do get an uptick in the transaction volume over here and the inflows in terms of USD as well. So I will be analyzing this June dashboard a bit more. That is the 4th today. Obviously, the whole day hasn't been concluded. Currently on 13,000 transactions, a bit of an uptick over Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 18, 19, and then 21,000 transactions. So potentially we could see a bit of a base in terms of numbers of transactions. Obviously a weird metric to be following along with, but the USD stuff over here to the right-hand side will be interesting to see if we do get more money flowing into FriendTech as a result of credit cards being enabled. And the funniest thing about that is when you actually see it on a credit card, I'm sure you wouldn't be buying some of the profiles you would with ETH. Like when you pay 0.2 ETH for something, you think, it's only 0.2. You see it on your credit card bill at like 380 bucks. You're like, holy shit, I would not be buying that. We've also got some Binance FUD on the horizon here. More updates. Binance execs are leaving. We also have last week a sealed SEC motion. So it sounds like spatterings of the DOJ action is coming. Potentially here, that is the kind of rumblings I'm seeing in the industry here. He says, get off Binance, Mr. Abacus. Byzantine General here, a lot of weird stuff happening. Could this be related to the Binance issues? The highest volume coins are all coins with a market cap of less than $200 million. And it does seem that the cartel have been out in force, rugging investors with some nasty, shady price action. Cyber, if you notice this one over like Friday, Saturday, we had the exact same cartel playbook as the previous month, when DWF Labs famously run up a token and then brought it back down. The playbook is you run up a token in terms of its price, you get a ton of short interest to build up, and then you wreck the shorts by pumping said price, and the shorts have to cover by buying up the asset, at which point you then dump the assets. As you can see, the full life cycle here over a 7-day window. So are the Binance cartel trying to raise some funds by rugging the crypto participants here, as they're about to pay a fine to the DOJ to the tune of the GDP of a small nation? Then last but not least, this broke today, which is gambling platform stake.com, which obviously enables you to bet using crypto assets. They have been hacked today. It seems the deposit contract has been hacked and maybe an affiliate contract as well. The actual totals down here now, Ethereum funds were being transferred, but BNB and Polygon assets on stake were also transferred away in large amounts. ZachXBT says around $26 million worth of funds stolen from stake. Now that might just be like a day's worth of revenue for a company of that size, but that is not very good for them at all. And as an echo play to this, you're seeing the likes of Rollbit here. Massive wick today, stake.com not doing very well. And as you can see, pumps up to like 17.8 cents, coming back down a bit, but it was down at 15.6. So huge amounts of volatility on other casino coins as a result of stake having some bad issues there. Very interesting to see. This is obviously a market sector that can print huge X's as a result of the industry it's in, and the fact you have players who are playing no matter what the kind of market conditions are, bull or bear, people gamble like crazy. Then I did actually mention this one on, I think it was Friday. Shuffle is a crypto betting platform and casino that does not yet have a token, but they are going to have a token. So I put out a video showing you how to utilize this thing. Check it out from Friday. I'll leave it at the end of this video. Some people are calling me an undisclosed shill for this one. They did not pay me for this. I just thought I'd put it on your radar because, as you can see, casino coins are getting a bid. If you can airdrop farm some tokens and this thing's worth like 10, 20, 50 mil market cap in the future, maybe your tokens are worth a few hundred or a few $1,000 then. May as well give it a go. I don't see why this is not a good risk to reward play. Just deposit like $5-10, start gambling. If you can run up a few winners, bet on some favorites, that kind of stuff, and just recycle the bets, which is what I've done over this weekend. Got some results in for Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool, and I've just been rebetting again on some UFC action for the next weekend. So check out the link down below for all that. But final message, do remember market sentiment is always the worst at the point when you should be buying the assets, or at least DCing heavily into the assets. The crowd is often wrong in crypto. Think around November or December of last year, and now we're finding ourselves in similar sentiment territory yet again. And people are saying, look, we're going to get some huge capitulation here. Well, what if this is the capitulation phase? But the capitulation is us going towards 24, 25K and having tons of altcoins on incredible discounts. I'll leave you with that. I hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next one. Peace.